I want to teach you guys how to use Flozi and what Flozi is. Okay, it is more than just a random tool to create your product and content generation. It is a tool that has been validated by 9 and 8 figures entrepreneurs. I can show you guys the fact that I've done that, but here we're trying to learn how to use this software. The first step of this whole process is to understand this tool will help you get from zero to 1 million US dollars a year with this software. I have clients who are doing 1 million per month, which is around 13 million to 14 million with ups and downs US dollars a year, and they still find this tool very good. And this tool saves a lot of people, including those 8 figures or even 7 figures, even 6 figures entrepreneur, a lot of money and time and energy. So those who are using it will understand how great of a value and how great of this software is. Now, as a Chinese, I have made it so that it's convertible into different language, but for the purpose of this system and demonstration, I will use English as it is easier for me. But if you want to use Cantonese or Chinese, feel free to do it. First of all, you log in, you'll see all these tools, right? You have product recommendation, content generation, product description, email content, email campaigns, social captions, product pricing, and customer service response. We're going to start increasing features over the time, over the months, and we're going to keep improving our algorithm so that I'm putting the best knowledge that I know from these 9 to 10 figures entrepreneurs and 8 figures into here to really optimize what you get throughout. As the time change, we'll update this ongoing. So don't forget, this is a product that and a service of software that is not just for 7 days, is not just for 1 week, it's not just for 1 month. It is for entire life cycle, everything from zero to $1 million, because you come back and use it every single day. For example, sending out emails every single day, getting back to customers every single day. When you launch a new product with pricing, when you launch your social media captions every single day, when you need to generate your content for your social media, when you need to have a product description for your new product, and finding out a new product that works. I'll teach you how to increase your entire order value by having new products that is in the same range. Everything will be included here. So we're gonna break it down into few sections. The first section will just talk about product recommendations and then so on, so that you can go into the chapters that is just right for you. But for the sake of it, I'll guide you through what are the steps and how you can use this step and how you can use this software to figure out how to get from zero to $1 million with just this tool. Now, basically, as everything other than the Shopify, other than the website builder, would we put a website builder here? Don't know yet, but right now Shopify does a really good job of doing a website builder. So for now, unless we have templates, that maybe we'll put it here, but it's super easy. Okay, to demonstrate what these are and product recommendations, I want to go through a website, a normal website, and how it looks. So this is a normal website, right? So first of all, you have your logo, you have your text, you have your drop downs, you have your banners. What this is a series of photos. Within these photos, there's products, then there's models, okay? So you would need to generate these photos. You would also then need to pick a product. Let's say this is a tank top hoodie, right? And also the same here and same here to then recreate your model images. So first you need to find your product. Second, you need to find a photo. And once you click into the photo, because the photo is going to generate 1, 2, 3 photo and 1 video, which I'll show you later, and then photos, and then you also need a description, and then you would also need a pricing. So everything here is fixed. We can't generate these because we don't know what product you have. And for your product name, I think it's better that you become creative, or maybe you can add it in, but it's not that big of an impact when it comes to building a store. The most important thing is product that you need to find a winning product. The next thing is you need to find a photo. The next thing is you need to have a right pricing and a right description. Okay, so this is what the whole of this does. You find a product, you generate these content, you find a product description. Okay, for those people who are doing 10 to 20 orders, or those who already have email signups, you can use your email content to copy your emails, which will show you down the road, your email campaign strategy, which is your funnels, which normally costs 10 to 20K for an agency to do it. Now you can do it very cheaply. You would need to normally hire a retainer of $2,000 or $1,000 a month to keep this going. You probably need to hire at least $500 to $1,000 a month to keep this going. No one is ever going to give you this. This is super expensive. You can do this yourself, but I will show you how good this servicing tool is that even 8 figures entrepreneur find it very useful. And then for the product description, something that will work with your content generation and your product is very important. And for your content generation, people will do it for, I don't know, at least $1,000 a month to generate accurate content. I'll show you how this does it and not some random tool. Okay, remember, this tool has been validated by many brands. We have over 100 brands using it. You can always rely on it because it's AI generated with the knowledge that I've had and also the people around me that is all 9 to 10 figures, putting everything I know into here. People who have used it see a 50% conversions and also faster content generation because a lot of companies actually don't know how to use softwares like this to leverage what they have in the team. One more thing is, especially when you're running a company, this can reduce a 5 people team into 1 to 2 people team, a 10 people team into 5 people team, just because of how great these tools are. And you are not going to lose yourself into playing with many different tools. This is it. So without further ado, I'm going into straight product recommendations and how you can find your winning product. Now, first of all, you just click it. Before we start getting a product, this is where you want to get your product recommendation. You can see you can't generate anything here. You can't do anything here, right? Because we need an ICP, or we also call it customer profile, right? This is a builder, so we call it customer profile builder, where you need to create your ideal customer type. A lot of people get this wrong. Don't get me wrong, but this product itself, or this settings for the system itself, is so important because most of the time when we start a business, we start with the product. But from my 6 years of experience, you should start with your profile. Start with how your customer looks like. Then you put the product in and it will sell. If you find a product and then trying to find people, you lose a lot of money and you'll go into a lot of barriers when you start scaling. So this is why this is very strong. This itself, the fact that it forces you to use customer profile first before you get this, is specifically designed for success. The first thing you want to do is type in a name. Let me call John, okay? My location, I am in Toronto, okay? Very simple. My age, that's my age. Gender, I'm a male, I use myself, I'm a middle income, I'm a new customer. For those who are starting from zero, that's why I'm teaching you, because as you know, you can choose this as you scale, as your revenue go up, you know, I want to focus on new customers. $50 is where I'll probably spend. I'll push it up to 70 so that I have more options. This is not a monthly product. You want to launch as a first-time buyer. Once you start doing that, then you can add your regular, then you can add your monthly, then you can add your frequent. I will teach you in step 2 of product building. So this tool, again, to show you not only from 0 to the first 10K, 10K to 30K per month, all the way up to even $1 million a month. You can see why, because it helps you refine and open up your LTV and open up your cross sale. So the first time buy is very easy. See, we made these selections there because we know you need them. And if you skip any of these, and probably if you don't have the software, you'll be skipping these. So it forces you to enter these things. Now, of course, there's some options here that you can put in or not, but I suggest we highly put this in because this is going to be very relevant. So what's my purchase history? I don't know yet. Okay, but I like to travel. I like to ski. I have 2 dogs, okay, as pets. Okay, let's say I live in Toronto and I have a car because I'm in Toronto, right? What's my browsing history? Because I'm totally new, I'm not focusing on cart abandonment, I'm not focused on the time on site to optimize this product, I'm gonna leave this empty. Now when it comes to here, I like to travel. I like technology as a guy. I probably like pets to take care of them as well. What else do I like? I like clothes, but I don't as gender suggest clothes, but I will buy clothes. Okay, so these are the things that I would normally buy, right? What else do I do? Cars, right? Fine. Add this in. So very simple. Anyone can use this, but this is very important. People don't realize how important this is, and we're gonna go then generate a summary profile. Now the profile is very simple because it's just gonna put this into text, right? Customer, persona, da 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 da. So the more things you put in here, the more it is important. So right now I'm just showing you how to use this tool, and then you can optimize your purchase history and you can optimize your browsing history by actually entering your own browsing history. Now, this is a quick summary. This customer profile suggests a growth potential customer who responds to well quality and exclusive messaging, which is very true for me. So you can see this tool is amazing. It has created you a customer persona. What does this mean? It should describe who your customer is, and the best is to describe yourself. Because based on this, if it describes you and when it generates product, and if this is a product that you would want, then you know you have it. Okay. The next thing you want to do is to pass this on. This is automatically saved in the background, and we put it into recommendations. I'm usually going to skip this because it's optional. Cross-sell or upsell, depending on what you feed in before. Product, if you have a photo, I'm going to leave it empty so that it gives me a general idea of what product I want. I'm going to fine tune it. Okay? So, you can see here, it gives you a confident interval of 95%, a confidence of 90%, 88%. So you don't have to go into a lot of like these TikToks. You don't have to go into all these fancy softwares, which saves you a ton of money because we're pulling all that live data from Google Trends to TikTok Shop to Facebook ads all into here to see what is working, and then put a twist on it to add to your customer profile to come up with the product that you want, which is amazing. It has never been done before. Now, one example is this: a waterproof durable dog leash and a collar set. This is very important because normally we don't have a waterproof or durable leash. This is where we want to show his interest in travel and ski and outdoors, want something that is durable and waterproof. Now we just need to market that, okay? It's also really good for cross-selling for pet accessories. So this is where it says cross-sell. It's gonna remind you that you can do cross-sells. A portable vacuum cleaner with pet hair attachment. It's perfect. This is exactly also what I need because I see my pet hair in my car, but I usually just find a wet vacuum which is too weak to actually clean up pet hair, and there's no pet hair attachment. I can see these two products working really well. I can see I could purchase it. This I'll probably spend at least $100 US. This I'll probably spend $250 US, which you can easily find. Winter jacket with tech pockets. I don't think that's that good, but it's a good start. That's why you can see the confident interval dropped. Smart pet feeder with app control and portion management. A lot of this exists already, so I'm gonna leave it. But maybe you can add more features into it. And then a travel-friendly tech bag organizer. I wouldn't suggest that right now, but out of the 5, I'm already interested in this and this. So it has a really good hit rate. So I think this is also right? Based on the confidence, anything above a 90 would be very good. Anything above an 85 or above is also not bad. So now you already have these products, and you can take these products and then go source it from Alibaba or source it from any sites that does drop shipping or not, and then we can go from there and create content. So remember, you want to keep this. You're going to need to save this because once you exit, it's going to be gone. And then you're going to plug this into how to create content. I'll show you guys later, but I will, let's say, use I want to do this. I want this. So I'm going to save this. Okay? I'm going to copy. I'm going to save this, and I'll keep using this as a demo product. All right? So now that I've saved it, I'll use it later. And so wow, I can already find the product based on this. But I will show you guys what is the next step to doing this, okay? And so it's very important that we can market this right and do the next steps. So this is it for the first video. Stay tuned for more. We'll go through every single feature in Flozi so that you can be successful building out your own website.